On this episode, we are back with our Drink, Eat, Shop, See, and Ride series, and today, make our picks at Animal Kingdom. Today's August 6th, 2024. This is episode 691 of the Main Street Magic Podcast.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts, Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Main Street Magic. I am your host, Jeremy Stein, and as always, I'm joined by my lovely wife, Rhonda.
Hey guys! Make sure you check us out on the web at mainstmagic.com, as well as follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at mainstmagic, and on TikTok at MSM Podcast.
If you want to be part of the community and join the conversation, in addition to live streams from the parks and our weekly live show, head to Facebook and search for the Main Street Magic community and ask to join.
And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can get brand new episodes every Tuesday and Friday.
Planning a trip to Disneyland or Walt Disney World can be overwhelming and at times just downright frustrating. But don't worry, because Mouse Dining removes the frustration of booking Disney dining reservations, alerting you when they spot availability for your desired restaurant, date, meal, and time. Visit msmfriends.com to use this free service.
So on today's episode, Jeremy made me do work again.
Rhonda had homework.
We are doing our
love these.
Eat, Drink, Shop, See, Ride series from Animal Kingdom. And I don't mind them because it's just one park I have to think about, one place. I think the hard part is when I have to think about all of Walt Disney World.
When it's we do some of those where we go throughout the entire property.
The entire property.
Yeah.
I'm talking anywhere from resorts to parks to everything. To springs. It's
Oh yeah. And we'll do one of these, I think, next for Disney Springs. Of course, we can't do really ride, but we'll figure out something in its place. We've done this so far. We did Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, so now we're on Animal Kingdom. But before we get into this, I realized we missed the poll from last week, which normally would come out in Friday's episode. So we'll just do it now,
okay,
and then you'll get another poll on this Friday's episode. So for the next few weeks in the poll, we're going to focus on food.
Okay.
Because we all love food. So there'll be various food things. And this week's poll question was about the quick service in Magic Kingdom, the currently open quick service restaurants at Magic Kingdom.
That was a good one after talking about Keys of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
And so that would have been great if we would have
I know, it would have gone perfectly with that episode. So let's see how Columbia Harbor House stacks up. So this isn't going to be like kiosk. This is more like what is basically considered quick service under Disney's guidelines on their website, which normally means, it is a counter service restaurant that then has seating to it. So you'll see one show up on here that is deemed quick service, even though you may not. It kind of teeters the line, I guess. But
okay.
We're going to start with last. It got 0 love because really all they're serving for the most part is some hot dogs, sometimes some special treats, and that's the lunching pad over in Tomorrowland. So we've literally gotten pretzels. We've never gotten a hot dog or anything major there. We've done pretzels. We've done some of the stuff. Soon as you walk into Tomorrowland from the hub, I know. Yeah, and it's all outdoor seating.
Right. That's right.
So
we've
that makes it a difficult
specialty
spot.
Things.
We have done some specialty
There's
stuff
been
there.
some specialty things there.
But that makes it a really hard spot because of all the outdoor seating. Especially during the summer. You don't want to go there during the summer and sit outside and eat a hot dog. So coming in next at 1% is Golden Oak Outpost. Now, currently, when I voted, knowing that Golden Oak Outpost has this Tiana menu right now, that we really, really enjoyed.
We really did.
But we don't know how long it's going to be around. I hope it stays permanent. If it does, I might have put my vote in for Golden Oak, right?
Okay.
Because we have loved the options there.
Yes.
But again, outdoor seating is all that's available.
Right.
And even though you're across from Pecos Bill,
it's hot.
Yeah, well, you're not supposed to get food here and then go inside and eat at Pecos Bill, technically. You know what I mean?
Right.
You could, but you're really not supposed to. All right, coming in at 3%, we have the Friars Nook. Now, tots.
Those are the tots.
We really love the mac and cheese tots there. But again,
there's so many
seating.
Right.
And this isn't a place, most of these that rate so low are very specific, I feel like, and don't have large menus.
That's
so
true.
it's tough for a family
or
a group of people that, don't want tots, for example.
Right. And I feel like that's something specific. Like you're like, this is what I want.
Yeah.
I'm going to get tots, and then I'm going to go right next door to the treats and get a treat.
Right.
But I feel like, again, you have to walk in going, this is what I want to do.
Right. Exactly. Coming in at 4% of the votes, we've got Sleepy Hollow, which I was very surprised
That is
ranked
surprising.
that low, and Pinocchio Village House. I don't think it's surprising when you take a look at our top 4, and we all know that Magic Kingdom is not known for its food.
Right.
As far as quick service and table service, I think it's becoming more and more known for snacks and specialty items and Dole Whips and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like the flatbreads at Pinocchio Village House, and I like sometimes when they do the specialty ones.
But when's the last time we've been there?
You know why we barely go there? It is a madhouse.
Okay.
All the time.
But you can mobile order.
You can. And
So
if you're going to Pinocchio Village House, I would
that's
recommend
what you
mobile order.
suggest.
Yeah. We love Sleepy Hollow, but they have all those menu changes, and they got rid of the foldable waffle, and now it's a Mickey waffle, a big Mickey waffle, and then it's topped with items as opposed
weird.
to like, the sandwich, like the Nutella and fruit sandwich or
Right.
the spicy chicken one. So we'll have to go back and try it.
Yeah.
But yet again, outdoor seating. At least this has covered.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Coming in at 13%, Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe.
Okay. Yeah.
Always nuts.
I'm shocked that that's lower, in my opinion, but I mean,
I would have thought this would have been the second place.
I would have too, because of the burgers and fries and chicken.
Their chicken tenders are
Chicken
outstanding.
tenders, everything, like grilled chicken. I
Yeah.
think there is a sandwich. There's chicken tenders. There's
Yep.
burgers.
And with this and our number 2, actually our number 2, and we'll talk about that here. Actually, I'll just talk about it when we get to number 2. Let's go up to the
That's
third
13.
place at 21% is Casey's Corner. This is loved by all. I mean, really, people like this place. You have minimal indoor seating, but
You're right.
this
But
is a go-to spot.
you have a
for
whole
everyone.
bunch of the umbrellas and outside. But it is hot dog specific.
Yes,
I mean,
it is.
There's nothing else
Yeah,
there.
hot dogs, corn dogs, French fries.
Right.
But they also have some specialty hot dogs. I don't think they're doing the hot dog of the month anymore. Remember when they were doing that? They'd have a specialty hot
I
dog of
remember
the
you
month.
telling me about it.
And every time I would pretend like I was special and say ways that I would have made it better.
I know.
Because what they did, they always took their regular hot dog and just topped it with stuff, as opposed to I wish they would have gotten more inventive with the actual meat portion, the dog portion. You know what I mean? Like, again, if you do a Cuban one, which is the first one that comes to my mind, do like a pork sausage and then top it with, whatever, maybe some like diced or shaved ham, your mustard, your pickles, like,
Yeah.
and do that instead of just doing a regular beef hot dog. So, all right, coming in at number 2 is Pecos Bill Tall Tale Inn and Cafe with 22% of the votes. This goes with Cosmic Rays. You go back pre-COVID when both of these had their toppings bars. These are potentially 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Right? Now, what is the good thing about Pecos Bill, though?
They have inside seating and they have a lot of it.
Yeah.
So hopefully, if people aren't trying to get out of the shade, out of the sun into the like shade and into the air conditioning.
But what specifically is great about Pecos Bill, even though it doesn't have the toppings bar?
Oh, you can still get all the toppings. Sorry.
Yep. Just have to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll give you a little boat with everything.
Yeah.
Guacamole still costs extra, but I think it's like $1 or $2.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get a little pack of guacamole. They'll give you sour cream, extra cheese, like most of the stuff that was available, you can get at no charge. You just got to ask.
Yep.
So who does that leave for number 1, which we just spoke about on Keys to the Kingdom? And I know this is a fan favorite, even if I don't understand why. What is it?
Columbia
Yeah.
Harbor House.
That had, what,
32%.
Yeah.
I did not vote. I think I would have probably voted Cosmic Rays because I feel like that's where we usually go to.
Yeah, I just did Pecos Bill because I love Mexican style food, but
Yeah.
I really do enjoy Cosmic
Yeah.
Rays as well. And I know that they're doing the same chicken tenders there. They are across property, but the last time we had them
They were
there,
so good.
I don't know what they were doing that was special or extra, but they were so good. Like absolutely.
Yeah,
loved
they
them.
were really good.
So we'll see. We'll come up with another. We'll probably run through all of the parks quick service first in these polls. Then we can move on to table service, and then we'll just go on from there. But
Okay.
let's get in to today's episode. If you've not been with us for one of these before, we each are going to pick. We do not know each other's answers.
Nope.
We're each going to pick a place to drink at and what you would get there. A snack, where and what. We're going to do a quick service, where and what. Table service, where and what. We're going to shop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to do a meet and greet with a character, see a show, and finally, we pick one attraction. So rules are we cannot pick the same thing. We're going to flip a coin to see who goes. Rhonda's heads, I'm tails. And if Rhonda goes first and she picks my first choice, I've got a backup ready to go. So then I got to go to the second one. So you ready?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to start with where to drink and what you're getting. Flipping my coin, it is heads. It always is. And Rhonda gets to go first.
I'm going to go to Nomad Lounge.
So was I.
Oh, sorry. And if you want the alcohol, I would suggest Jen's Tattoo. That is $15. If you do not want the alcohol like we do, it is a hibiscus henna for $7.25.
You know why I know that information very well?
Why?
It's written in my first place. I wrote both of them down.
Me too.
I wrote Jen's Tattoo and I wrote the
So did
hibiscus
I.
henna.
And we were separate. That's cool.
That's
Aw.
kind of funny. So you get that pick though.
Yes.
And both are outstanding. They both are delicious.
Yes,
and
they
again,
are.
if you're not doing alcohol, then you can get the hibiscus henna. It is watermelon.
Mm-hmm.
It's got lime juice. It's got hibiscus, a little bit of syrup
So
in it, and then it's got some soda water on the top. Basically the same beverage, but just add snow leopard vodka for the Jen's Tattoo.
Yep.
I wish they put what did we get ours with? It was either a lemon or a lime slice.
Ours was lime.
You remember at Jock Lindsay's, they put the hibiscus flower in the one drink that is
you
edible.
can eat.
And it's actually pretty good. It's super sweet. It's been soaking in this hibiscus syrup, and it's actually really good.
Yeah, it's like a candied one or something.
All right, well, I got to go to my backup, which is going to be Dawa Bar.
That was my backup.
Was it? And I'm just going to go back to the drinking days and do the Harambe iced tea.
Okay.
For $16.
I saw that, but I was like, I probably wouldn't have gotten that. So I did the African margarita for $15, and I think I've done that before.
Also good
and
there.
It was a really good one.
Yeah, I mean the Harambe iced tea is a Long Island iced tea.
Right.
So, coming from someone who previously had an issue drinking alcohol, it's the most bang for your buck, to be honest. So you're getting every liquor you can imagine, a little splash of Coke. What I used to do when I did Long Island iced teas is I would replace the Coke for Sprite, and that was actually really good. That little hit of lemon and lime. But yeah, it's really good bang for your buck when you go over there too.
But they do not have any non-alcoholics.
Nothing special.
So if you're gonna do that, it'd be water or a soda.
Yes, correct. All right, we're gonna move on to where and what to eat for a snack. And I will, it's heads. It's your choice again, but I will say.
Are you sure? Because isn't it two heads?
No, that's definitely the real heads. The other one they have a torso and all on it.
Okay,
on the
go
other
ahead.
side.
What were you gonna say?
I don't know if you found the same. Animal Kingdom was hard because the options are fewer, and the stuff we really love is the stuff we really love, and I feel like we go back to time and time again.
Yep.
And so I think a lot of ours will be the same.
Oh, 100%. Like,
So
I didn't
what are
think
you
it was
doing for
that hard. I am doing Mr. Kamal's, actually.
Oh, okay. Good. I did not pick that for either of my picks.
And I'm going to do the fries, the loaded fries or whatever they're called.
Those are good.
$5.29.
That's a great snack
That
price.
is. They're fries, and they got tzatziki, and they got, oh my gosh, they're so good. I haven't had them in a very long time, but
Well, yeah, we had them probably a year ago, but it's been
it's been
it's been a little while.
Yeah.
I went to Trilo Bites.
That was my backup.
Was it? And they're buffalo chicken chips.
For $9.79.
Yeah, $9.79. Yep. This is kettle chips.
Mm-hmm.
So not like tortilla chips or anything. It's covered with buffalo chicken, blue cheese dressing, some blue cheese crumbles. It is
I think it's ranch.
super duper.
And then
is it
blue
ranch and then
cheese
blue
crumbles.
cheese crumbles? It is so freaking good.
so
It's
good.
very shareable.
Yeah.
Did you know that a trilobite is an animal? Is a crustacean? They look like horseshoe crabs, kind of. It's a dinosaur animal. So I'm pretty sure they're extinct now. That's why they're in Dinerland. But I didn't realize a trilobite was actually like a crustacean.
That's awesome.
And when I looked it up, because I was looking for the menu, I'm like, trilobites. And then it starts coming up with all these horseshoe crab looking things. And I was like, what's going on? So got a little lesson there.
That is cool.
What was your backup?
That
was your backup?
What was your backup?
I went to Harambe Fruit Market, and for about $5-6 you can get the corn on the cob. Seasoned African spices, corn on the cob.
We didn't get that with Karen.
I know. She didn't bring it up. Well, we went and sat at Nomad, and then we were kind of pressed for time. But it's outstanding. Paying $5 plus for an ear of corn is ludicrous, except when you're here.
Yeah.
You know, and I enjoy when they do the corn on the cob stuff at some of the festivals at Epcot, but it's never been worth $5 to me there.
What did you think about the corn on the cob that we got from the cilantro truck? Because I think it was about $5 too.
I really enjoyed it. That was the Mexican street corn, so it is actually slathered in mayo, or sometimes they'll do Mexican crema. And then you put some, usually it would be tahine on it, and then queso fresco, crumbled queso fresco, or cojito.
I don't think it was mayonnaise.
Cojito cheese. It was probably crema.
Yeah.
And it was super duper good.
Do you think that's worth it, even though it's ludicrous?
100% worth it.
Cool.
Everything at that cilantro truck at Disney Springs was worth it. That place was super good.
Yeah.
Like those empanadas that we got and brought home and I reheated.
That was really good.
They were outstanding. I'm pretty sure they're making their own dough. Like, I think they're scratch making everything there.
Maybe.
And I'm pretty sure. Oh no, I don't think that's. Maybe that is. John will text me and correct me. I think that's the one that came out of Atlanta. I believe, but I could be wrong. All right. We are going to move on to our quick service, where and what to eat. And it is heads yet again.
I'm sorry.
Like weighted on one side or something. What'd you pick?
Well, do you want me to?
Canteen,
do you want me to? I started to say,
and
do
the
you
combination bowl?
No, but beef bowl.
Beef bowl.
$14.49.
Yeah.
So, I could go with my backup though.
No, take it.
Yeah, that's what I put for
Because
my first.
Technically, mine's different because I went with the combination bowl.
Okay.
So same place.
Yeah.
Different item.
Yeah.
So I mean, Satali Canteen is the best quick service on property still.
We were gonna eat there instead of Nomad.
I know,
but
Nomad was available.
Yeah.
And we were like, let's relax more. Let's sit on the couch.
Yeah.
And we've said before with the combinations, you know, you get base, you get protein, you get sauces. Like, you can make so many different combinations here. And that's what I love about even just going with the beef bowl, is you could go back time and time again and have a very different beef bowl. Where the only common denominator is the beef.
Yes.
And you walk in and there's open pits and you can watch them cooking the beef. It's very much like pit beef you would get in Baltimore. You know, they're cooking the beef and they're grilling the chicken, and it is just outstanding. It is so good.
And the cheeseburger pods are really good there too. I like them personally.
You do love those. Yeah. And you know, and when you really look at it now, they've made some changes, but I swear, that place has stayed about as close to the same original opening menu as any other place.
That's true.
They've switched very minor things. They've added something. So I actually had a backup, and then I changed my backup.
Okay.
My original backup was Satali Canteen, but it was the chili garlic shrimp bowl, which comes with noodles. It comes with a really good garlic shrimp. It's outstanding as well. That's $15.79. But then I crossed that out and I went to Harambe Market for the lamb.
Shut up.
That's what you got too. Yeah. The lamb, the beef and lamb kofta pita, $13.49. Tell everyone about that.
That's funny. Yeah, it's super good. The only thing I think I would have asked for is a little more tzatziki, just because I like that. But I'm sure they probably could do that for you.
I bet.
Even
if they were going to charge you $1 or something,
I don't care.
I'd get it.
That
thing was great.
It was really good.
It is really good. It's a really good gyro. I mean, off the top of my head, that's the only place you can get that on property. Now at Tusker House for lunch and dinner, they kind of have a make your own gyro bar.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Oh, that was so good too.
That was outstanding. I want to get back to Tusker House. I loved Tusker House.
That was good. That was really
so good. Yeah, to be in Animal, and again, it doesn't beat Boma, but it's like Boma's little sister.
Mm-hmm.
It is a great place if you don't want to. If you're going to Animal Kingdom, you're not staying at the lodge. It can be a pain to get over there. Just it takes time.
Yeah.
So if you're at Animal Kingdom and you're thinking, I really don't want to take these notches of time out of my day to go all the way to Animal Kingdom Lodge, just go ahead and book Tusker House, and you get characters. It's outstanding. All right. We're moving on to our table service. I know our first pick isn't the same. It doesn't matter. You got heads again.
Aww.
This is a trick. I know when you handed it to me and said, "Hey,
I did not
use this quarter."
I did not pick another quarter. I went ahead and went with my favorite, Yak and Yeti.
I figured Nahi
and
tuna
yes,
nachos.
for $21.99, but it does serve 2. I would not eat these all on my own.
No,
They're huge.
Yeah.
So
and serving it serves 2 as a meal. It serves 4 to 6 as an appetizer.
Correct.
If you're each getting your own entree, then get this for the table.
100%.
But Ron and I have sat at the bar there, and we have split this and used it basically as a meal. Get a little side of pot stickers or something.
I just started to say, I think we only got the pot stickers because somebody else had them, and I was like, I love pot stickers, and we haven't had them there.
Was it there that had fried green beans? We've done green beans there too, and I believe they were lightly fried, like tempura fried green beans as a side.
Possibly.
I think we did there as well.
Okay.
So that was my backup.
Okay.
But my first pick was Tiffin. I keep thinking about this, seriously.
I picked Tiffin's
Did
as
you?
my backup.
Well, I went to Tiffin's for the surf and turf.
Well, I did my noodles with this
Szechuan?
Thank you.
Yes.
For $34.
Yeah.
But they were I loved them.
Yeah.
So
those were super good.
Yep.
You're going to pay $68 for the surf and turf, but it is now my second favorite steak on property. The scallops are unbelievable. The little polenta cakes, outstanding.
They were really good.
Like I want to just get a side of that.
I bet you could.
We'd
like
have
the
to ask
risotto.
next time.
Well, like the risotto.
Yeah, like the risotto at Le Cellier.
Yep.
You got some of that. Like, yeah, next time I would almost be like, can I just get, like, what would it cost to get some polenta cakes to go? But this meal was so good. This was after our first experience years ago. We didn't love it. Wasn't bad. We just didn't order the right stuff, I think.
I need to get the shrimp and grits.
Yes,
there.
you do.
So.
And man, when I go back, I'll get something else.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, I will be like that meme where the guy's with the one girl and looking at the other, because I will be with whatever meal I get, and I'm going to be looking at that surf and turf if they walk by with it. It was so good. It's my second favorite steak on property, and I might put it as like top 5 entire meals on property. Entire dishes. Man. Individually, the steak was really good. Yeah. The scallops are really good. I wouldn't put any the sides. I wouldn't put any of them at number 1, but collectively as a composed dish, it is way up there. My top 5 on property. I absolutely loved it.
Nice.
So then, what was your backup? You said was the Szechuan noodles, right? At Tiffin's.
Yep.
So, and those came with chicken, or did you have nothing? Was there nothing on those?
I don't think there was anything on it.
I believe it was a vegetarian dish.
I think so.
Correct. So you could probably add it. I would ask if I could get that with the steak and the scallops on top.
Okay.
What would they charge you for that?
68 plus 34.
Dude, do you have any idea how? I know you don't like scallops, but those Szechuan noodles with scallops or shrimp would be just
the shrimp would be really good, I think.
It would. I mean, with the steak, except this steak is so good, it would take away from it. You don't want to put it on top of noodles. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it probably wouldn't work out that well. Okay. We're going to go shopping.
Okay.
I do love some shopping at Animal Kingdom. They've got some great items. Hey, I got one.
Yay!
Yay for me. Because this is on our list, if you go back a couple episodes of 100 things to do at Walt Disney World, we have 12 left to do. This fell on the list, and I want to go to Wind Traders, and I want to build my own customer Ace avatar.
Oh,
for $79.99.
Okay.
Though.
Okay, I
thought it was more around the 50 range.
All right. You get 20% off as pass holders?
Yeah, I think you do.
Okay.
So that is definitely one we're going to do. It's just, we just never bothered. I mean, I got a Banshee I can stare at whenever I want, but now I can get my own avatar and I can put it on the back of JD, which that's my Banshee's name.
Uh-huh.
I can put him on the back of it.
Yeah.
I know it didn't work out in the long term, and it was fun at first, and now they've moved Banshees into additional, stores at the Mercantile on the left as you come in towards the Tree of Life. But it was so fun when they were doing the Banshee adoption thing and made it like a legit real thing.
That was really cool.
We went in for the pass holder preview. And they had everything open.
Yep.
This was one of the best pass holder previews.
Yeah.
It's the best pass holder preview we've experienced.
Yeah.
Because of the availability that they gave people once you
Right.
were in the land. In fact, do you remember for the folks that didn't get a chance to ride Flight of Passage during their pass holder preview, they gave them a card to come back. And at the time it was go through the fast pass lane whenever they wanted. Because remember, it went down. We got there early. And it went down and they had some issues that people didn't get to ride. So they literally gave them a card to come back when it officially opened and ride by going through Fast Pass.
Wow.
We have not seen anything close to that since then. So that was just amazing.
Yeah.
Where are you shopping and what are you shopping for?
I actually did the Island Mercantile.
Mhm.
And I always put any new items.
Yeah.
That's a really good one, I think, to have. And like, I think that's where some of the stitches were. But yeah, I love going shopping through all that over there. So, and then my backup was the Mombasa Marketplace. And again,
What's
anything that is right there, across from the street corn, I believe. And where that lady makes things and sits out there.
And the candy shop is in there as well.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even think of that one. That is a great shop.
Yeah, it is because again, like I feel like each park, like something new will come out and Jeremy will show me and I'll be like, well, where is it? And then sometimes like it's almost like hidden and it's super cool. I like that.
It really is. It's a hidden gem
Yeah.
of a shop. I love it. I actually would have included that, but it just didn't cross my mind. So I went with Discovery Trading Company. And I kind of put anything, but kind of saying what you're saying. That's where a lot of the new stuff will be.
Yep.
I have loved Discovery Trading Company during both the 20th and 25th anniversary and shopping in there. You go back to the 20th, right outside of there is where Joe Rohde was meeting and signing.
Yep.
And we were the last two people who got to meet him that day.
Praise God. Actually,
because earlier, remember in the merchandise line earlier, we made friends.
Yes.
Who got us in
Yes.
last for Joe Rohde because they cut off the line with these two while we were walking up.
And
they're
they
like,
said
they're with us.
Yes. And thank God, because literally she was like, and because the cast member was so sweet and we were going to walk away, but the cast member was really nice and was like, well, I guess if y'all are together. And I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you.
It was so cool. And
that's
meeting Joe
amazing.
Rohde. That specifically was, I've met him a few times just running into him.
Right.
One time at Nomad, and I think there was one other time at Nomad.
Right.
And then there were times I didn't say anything to him.
Yeah.
But that time, I'll never forget just walking up and just I was like, thank you for creating all this stuff, for our family. And he was like, well, thank you for enjoying it. And it was just amazing. But so they did all the announcements for the final Epic Universe Land with the the new Harry Potter one, right? Fantastic Beasts, Harry Potter, and they're going to have this Ministry ride, and they showed what the ride vehicle looks like, and it looks very much like Tower of Terror elevator cart, whatever you want to call it, right? So sides are closed, top is closed. I think it's going to be a similar system to Forbidden Journey, but with a different ride vehicle where you're more fully enclosed except for the front side. And somebody on Twitter had just posted like, I don't understand why you would create a vehicle like this, blah, blah, blah. And Joe Rohde responded. And first of all, I couldn't understand half the words he said because he's that much more intelligent than me. But he gave this long thought out response basically saying there's only certain reasons they would use a ride vehicle like that. It has to do with sight lines. It has to do with, on Forbidden Journey when you can see the other areas around you, and it does break your immersiveness a little bit. From what he was saying in that tweet was it's trying to get away from that.
Wow.
So it will really be able to control your sight lines and what you see, which means that there's scenes it doesn't want you to see until it's ready. And just for him to respond with that was I just thought it was so cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like somebody tagged him in it. Plenty of times people tag him or they specifically ask him a question and he responds.
That's amazing.
Never responded to me though. My questions aren't good.
I'm sorry.
Okay. We are moving on to character meet and greet. And we are going to go back to Rhonda, of course. Who you got?
I picked Moana.
That was my backup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I picked Moana because it used to be Pocahontas. And it's right back there across from Flame Tree and by the bathrooms. And it has a little cute sign. And we met her, and it was super fun.
Moana's a wonderful meet and greet. I mean,
Yep.
again, we've said the face characters.
And I just
These
want to say
princess face characters.
that's the
really
main
good.
reason I picked Moana. My backup was Safari Mickey, because we did meet him too, and I love
That was my number one pick.
Mickey.
And
Oh,
Moana was my number 2.
nice. So we
Yeah,
just switched
Mickey and
them.
Minnie at the Adventurers Outpost.
Yeah,
Is such a good one.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, going back to Pocahontas, we met Pocahontas.
Yes, we did.
We met the Pocahontas at House of Mouse Expo.
Oh yeah,
So,
that's right.
yeah.
Yes, we did. But we also met Pocahontas as the character.
Yes, as Pocahontas.
I'm surprised you picked that. I was very curious to see what
Why?
your number one was, because you don't like the charades as much.
I don't, but any chance to meet Mickey and Minnie, and especially in specialty attire,
Yeah.
and I love
They're so cute.
that building.
Yeah.
Like I love being in that queue. Like there's an excitement every
Mhm.
time. Now this one, last time we went, they had switched to the automatic camera box, right? I'm 99% sure, which I do not care for.
Right. But they were turned out good.
They turned out pretty good. The problem with the automatic camera boxes is they often miss the moments that humans know how to catch.
Yeah.
You know, a post picture, okay, I could take that with my butt. Like, you know, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, that one's easy. You know, you have a good camera, you have whatever. I mean, you know, you can get a good photo short of you pointing it at someone and then hitting the shutter button. You're going to get a good one. What the actual human cast member photo pass get are those moments of your child or your 45-year-old wife lighting up when they see the character coming around the corner. You know, those hugs, those conversations, you know, the ones a lot of times with you and the tattoos, characters will interact with your tattoos.
Yes,
like they
that's
catch
true.
all those moments and the photo box doesn't.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the problem with it. And I wish that they would get rid of them all. So yeah, that's funny. So we just had those swapped.
That is funny. But if they got rid of all of them, then all of the photo boxes, then they'd have to pay the people.
Right. So go ahead.
So the photo boxes are saving money.
I understand that.
Wow.
But that is one place where you do not need to save money because you take away
understand.
from experience. You know, you can do all the paper straws you want, okay? Right? That's fine. But you don't take away a personal touch like that.
Yeah.
You know, because otherwise the next thing you got a box taking your order at a restaurant, right? You've got
That might happen.
It probably will, you know? I mean, the last thing I want to do.
Now, people mess up at restaurants.
They do. I mean, I do love when I can do a mobile order or I can do like a kiosk and type in my own stuff because I'm usually modifying.
Yeah.
But aside from that, you want that personal interaction. If there ever comes a time,
really?
yes, I do.
You do.
You want a box to take your order at a restaurant at Disney.
Oh, you mean at Disney?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm talking at Disney specifically.
No, because I love the cast
I know.
members.
Imagine all of a sudden, because this would be an easily replaceable job by a machine. Imagine you're walking up to a ride and instead of a cast member saying, "How many in your party?" It's a box. "How many in your party?" And you got to tell the box. 2 people. And then it knows whether it computes, you know, beep, boop, bop, and it tells you whether to go through or not. How much would that stink? Like those interactions are amazing, you know?
Yeah.
Imagine if the time we went to get our photos with Mickey and Minnie at Hollywood Studios, instead of Tony, who's become a good friend of ours, you know, we've met her family and all now. Imagine if a box had been there instead of Tony and we had never met Tony.
Okay.
Right? So I'm getting off my soapbox.
Okay.
Get rid of all these soapboxes. Okay. We're going to see a show. So it is Tails, but we both picked first Festival of the Lion King.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And
so
then we
you
both
get
picked
yours.
Nemo second.
No, I picked Bug's Life.
Did you? I like that pick.
For now.
I like that.
Because, and I put in parentheses for now because
Right.
it's supposedly, I love it because I was thinking, I was like, it's a show, right? And then I was like, it is. And then I was like, I'm picking this because I love
I'm
not only
surprised you
the
didn't pick
show.
Happily Ever After.
It's not an Animal Kingdom.
I know you haven't broken a rule yet, though. You haven't colored outside the
Well,
lines.
I wasn't sure if Bug's Life was, but I still picked
100%. I'd put that. You know, we call the last one kind of attraction, but it really is more a ride.
No, not the last one.
No, I'm saying for our last pick.
Oh.
Right? The one we're going to do next. But really, when you think of a show, it can be an attraction as well. You know, A Bug's Life, or It's Tough to Be a Bug, is an attraction.
Oh, yeah. Tough to Be a Bug.
Carousel of Progress is an attraction.
Yeah.
PhilharMagic, Muppets 3D. They're all attractions, but I think they can double as calling them a show as well. So very good there. I put Nemo as my backup.
You haven't even seen it.
I know they've just changed it up slightly, but we loved the old one. It's just lengthy, and I know we're gonna love the new one when we make it around. It's on our 12 things left to do. We've never seen the new one, which is shocking.
It is shocking.
I know. So we're gonna move on to our final, which is what ride or attraction to do. We're gonna get one last flip. I've gotten one of these, right? Oh, it's Tails. I get it.
Yay!
Flight of Passage.
Yeah.
What
was your backup though?
Everest.
That
honestly,
makes sense.
I'm perfectly fine trading and picking Everest as my first.
Because I started to say I picked Flight, but my backup was Dinosaur, and I'm fine with going with Dinosaur. I really love Dinosaur.
I really do.
It was super fun, and I'm super excited that I know they're supposed to reskin it and it be Indiana Jones. So I'm super excited because the actual ride is staying like Splash Mountain.
Well, we will see.
Oh, it might change.
We should know next weekend with D23, because if they don't make that announcement for Dinerland, there'll be riots in the street of Anaheim, I think. Because some of the rumors I was seeing is that it will not be an exact copy of the West Coast, that it will introduce new elements potentially. I don't see any reason they would tear this thing to the ground and rebuild something new. So I think we'll go the route of Splash Mountain, and it will be a
hope
reskin.
So. I
do too.
See, when you have like good rides, isn't technically Mr. Toad's Wild Ride the same?
Winnie the Pooh.
It's just reskinned.
I believe that was a reskin as well. I never got to do Mr. Toad's.
I think I did. I just don't remember. It might have had the car thing though. It might have looked like the car. I don't remember. I'd have to ask my parents.
Yeah, it looked like the car vehicle, like the
popcorn bucket.
But it came with an actual toad in the ride. Everybody got their own toad.
No.
They got to take it home. So it was so wild.
That's not true. People are gonna be thinking that, man. Yeah. So I'm just I just get excited that I like the ride itself.
Yeah.
I feel like if you keep the ride, you can reskin it to whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, I'm super interested to see what comes out of D23. They have to give a concrete Dinerland announcement.
But do they?
Yes, they do.
Do they really have to do anything?
They have to. They really have to at this point. And we better get something beyond Big Thunder Mountain that isn't Blue Sky. I honestly, I don't want one Blue Sky announcement. I'm tired of them. Everybody's tired of them. Give us concrete stuff. And this has nothing to do with Epic Universe. I'm not the one who's going, oh man, Epic Universe has announced everything. Disney has to do this to compete. They don't. I just want them to continue on the track they've always been on. I'm not saying announce Dinerland, announce Beyond Big Thunder, because we need to compete with Epic Universe. No, they don't. But don't throw blue sky ideas around without some sort of substance to them. So I have to believe there is. Now, obviously, those can change a lot. Will we still get Tropical Americas and Indiana Jones in place of Dinerland? It will be some variants, probably. Are we going to get villains in Coco Beyond Big Thunder? That's the one. I think we're going to get Tropical Americas, and we're going to get Indiana Jones. I think that's going to be announced. I think Beyond Big Thunder will be announced, but I don't know that it's going to be Coco and villains area. We'll see.
Yeah.
That's the one I think that could change the most, and they could just come out of left field with something. So we'll see. We'll do a wrap up episode and give our thoughts on D23 next week once after it happens. And so we'll be super interested to see. But that will be it for this one, and then I guess the next one we'll figure out Disney Springs, because you can really do all of these. Meet and ride. You could actually do a show there. We could go back in the archives and find, maybe that's when we pull one out of the archives and say, what is the favorite thing you've seen there? Whether it's, on that main stage that they have, whether it's Cirque du Soleil, whether it's Douglas Fir, walking around. We'll find a way to make that, or rolling around, I guess I should say. We'll find a way to make that one fun.
Okay.
But if you want to hear those new episodes, on Friday's episode, we will be previewing Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, because we won't be going till the end of September. We want to talk about it now, get you prepped.
Yeah.
We'll use our past year's experience to give you some tips and tricks. And
100%.
then the one after that following Tuesday, following D23, we'll do our thoughts on that. So if you want to make sure you hear those and you've not done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You can go ahead and get all those brand new episodes on Tuesday and Friday. And of course, finally, Rhonda and I would be super duper thankful if you could please leave us a rating and review,
because it helps our show grow.
That's all we've got. We'll see you real soon.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts, Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.